Hello everybody and welcome back. In today's video we are on the ground where the heifers are, and what we're just doing is, this field is for grazing. We're going to put a fence up this wall side to stop them getting in that field at the second cut. So that's had fertiliser 2 weeks ago, near enough. Not had any slurry, just fertiliser. That's growing quite well. This field was mown, but we're going to graze this. And the heifers are in the top field. We want to stop them getting into that field. So we're going to, and this wall isn't very good, so we're going to put a fence up this side just to stop them coming in here. It does need walling a bit, but yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're going to drive up the wall side and put a fence post in and run the wire up. So I'll video that and you can see what we're doing. That's just videoing this on my phone, but we've clipped the fence wire to the box so you can see that. We're going to do it in one run. We're going to put fence posts in while Izzy drives the tractor, and I'll put the fence posts in as we go. But GoPro's there doing a time lapse, so just video on my phone. And then we'll check the heifers when we get to the top. So these are our bulling heifers, and yeah, so these are the ones we turned out earlier on, back in May. They're all doing pretty alright. So these were the ones we turned out with the Angus bull. What happened was, the Angus bull isn't here anymore. Well, he's not here, he's back at home. Basically what's happened is, he's hurt his foot. So he's gone lame on his front foot. So we had to come and fetch him back. The vet's been and had a look at his foot, and then we've got someone coming tomorrow, a foot trimmer, and he's going to have a look at his foot, just because it's a bit of a big job for me to do on myself. I'm alright doing the odd cow's foot here and there, but doing a bull's front foot is not ideal. That's a task on its own. So these currently haven't got the bull with them. There is some bulling every day. Well, nearly every time I come and check them. So they are ready to have the bull again, really. He's better than he was, but they're doing all right. So there's one over there. There's one that's lame on his front foot. So basically what's happened is he's been bullying one, and what the vet said is he's fallen off and hurt his front foot. So there's a couple of heifers with the front feet that have gone lame, but nowhere near as bad as him. And that's purely because they've been bullying and stones have got in the front feet. But they're all doing alright. So there's 38 here in all. But these two fields, this one and the one we've just put the fence in, are in an SFI scheme where they don't have any slurry and they don't have any fertiliser. So that's all we do. They just all we do on them is we put box muck on them. There's one bull in there. All they can have is box muck, but they can be mowed because we did mow part of that field. So they can be grazed or mown for silage, but it's got to be a low input. But the fields next door are in a site that are no scheme at all, so they can be cut for silage. Like that second cut coming through there. Hopefully you've seen the video of me putting fertiliser on that. So there's 3 fields of second cut over there and 2 fields over there. Well, they're growing quite well indeed. I mean, in fairness, that field's come back quite well. To say it's not had any fertiliser. But yeah, they're doing quite well, these heifers. So they've all got freeze brands. We'll put the letter M on, which is for Mella, just in case any get mixed up with anyone else's. We know whose are ours. And then the last 3 digits on what the ear tag ends in. So that one ends in 210. Her number on her bum, if we just have a look, will be 210. There you go. 125. Her ear tag will end in 125. And 979 will be 979. 157. So that's just how we work it. So the last 3 digits are what they end up having branded on them. But yeah, they're all looking quite well. They've all done quite well this summer. But the higher the number, the younger they are, if that makes sense. So they're all doing pretty well. There's a bit of grass out here, but they will be ready for that field in a few days, I think. And then they'll come out of this field and go into there, and then this will be shut off for a couple of weeks. Or 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully. But some of these are in calf. I think there's 8 of these that are in calf about January time. And then the rest, the other 30, were turned out with the bull. They were ready for the bull when they went out in May, but we don't know what will be in calf and not them just yet, because obviously the bull were only with them for about 4 weeks and then he had to come back. But they're all British Friesians, apart from a couple of Norwegian Red Crosses. A couple of red ones, they're Norwegian Red Crosses. But yeah, they're all doing quite well. If you ever saw my video before we turned the heifers out, we'd put a video of putting this fence up across here to stop them getting in that field, a second cut. In all fairness, that wall's better than the wall further down, which we've just fenced. But yeah, this fence has lasted quite well. I see one bull in there, number 9. Hopefully the bull will be better soon and he can come back. Because he's been gone a month. So that'll basically mean there'll be no heifers calving for about 4 weeks, in about middle of March till about middle of April. Which isn't ideal, which is not what we want really, but it's one of them. It's one of them, isn't it? So yeah, there she is, she's bulling now. This is the mains fence, by the way. So what we're going to do is we're just going to couple the wire up to where this one's coupled up and run it past this gateway. So they have one field either time, they don't have both fields each time. So all just come to have a nosy because they've seen us out here. Right, so we've got all the fence all wired up. I just need to connect it up at that side. But we ran out of fence posts, so went down to Carr's Billington, our local country store, and got some more. Well, we ordered some and they were dropped off. But these are different. Like, if you look at them, if we look at these down here, they're a standard metal post, and then you've got an insulated bit there, and the metal bit up there. So this bit's live, that bit isn't, and that insulates it. Right, so these must be a new design, so I've not had these before. And the insulated bit is down here. And this whole bit must be live. That's something a bit different. Well, yeah, we've got all the fence sorted now, so we just need to connect it up at that end. I just thought that was quite interesting. Now, this must be like a new design.
Anyway, no.
I think. Right, so there we go, we've got fence up all done. We just need to tighten the reel up at that end, but hopefully, we can't get past one another because we can't join that fence up and keep that gate in. So we'll have to undo the fence, get the heifers in here, and then join it back up. But there's the one that's bullying still. This is one of the Norwegian Red Crosses. So she's a Norwegian Red. I think her mum's actually a Shorthorn cross. Well, she could definitely come out red. There's quite a bit of grass out here. So the heifers have actually been in this field before, because what we did was, this field's got a dip in it. It's called a hollow field, and we mowed this side of it from the wall down to the dip. There's a telegraph pole in the bottom. We mowed up to that telegraph pole and then left above that bit, probably about 4 or 5 acres worth of grass that we left. And what we did was, we let the heifers out of that field, which we turned them out into, through that gate and let them in here as soon as we got the grass off, so they ate that bit of the field up. And when they'd eaten that bit of the field up, we kept them in here for, I think about 3 weeks they were in here for, just to make sure that they ate that side down as much as they could, because it was very stalky grass, and it's grass that they wouldn't really want to eat. It probably hasn't got much goodness in it because it had grown so much. It was basically mowing grass. And then after they'd been in here, they went in there roughly about 3 weeks ago. So about 6 weeks since we've mowed this. And then they've been out of here for a good 3 weeks, and it has grown back quite a bit. They're quite, you know, there's a nice bite to eat out here. I mean, up this wall side's better because we didn't mow this bit. We mowed about where I'm stood here. So we left about a mower width from the wall, near enough. But to say it's not had any fertiliser, you know, all it's had was box muck last winter, it has grown back quite well. This wet weather we've had has helped it. If we'd not had any rain, it wouldn't have grown back at all. But we've had just the right amount of rain, I think, for it to grow back. And hopefully, when they come out of that field in a day or two, into this, that'll start growing back a bit. That might want topping, actually. So whether I'll work it so that I've got time to come and top that one as soon as they've come out. But yeah, that's what we'll do. But anyway, no one bullying. But anyway, hope you've liked the video. A little update on how our heifers are doing. Obviously you know about the bull now, which hopefully we can get him right and he can come back. If not, we're looking for another bull sometime soon. But hopefully we don't want to look at the bad side of things just yet. That's the worst case scenario. But for the time being, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. Thank you for watching.